Hey everyone, this week is Parshas Ki Tetzei. We are only a few weeks away from Rosh Hashanah as we are going through the days of Elul. I hope they're going well for you. I'd like to turn your attention to chapter 24, verse 19. Parshas Ki Tetzei has the most mitzvahs in the Torah, and the one mitzvah that I want to talk about today is a mitzvah that you can only fulfill when you forget. That's right. Verse 19 tells us that when you harvest your field and you forget a sheaf, that means you've bounded up your wheat or your barley, your grain, and you go around eventually to collect them, and you forget one in the field, you need to leave it, not to go back. For the ger, for the yatam, for the almana, for those, the stranger, for the orphan, and for the widow, for those that are vulnerable and that could use this blessing of grain. And what is the pasuk end off by saying? Yeah, it will be leman yivarech Hashem. God will bless you. Elokech b'chol maaseh yadecha. And Rashi says a beautiful thing. He quotes us a free. He says, "Wow, look at that! You didn't even have intention to fulfill this mitzvah. You did it without remembering. Kal v'chomer. Then certainly, when you do a mitzvah of tzedakah or any good mitzvah that's going to help somebody, certainly God's going to bless you." And then he says. Then he quotes a really interesting idea. He says, if a coin falls out of your pocket and a poor person finds that coin and it helps them, God will bless you. The Aushlich, I think, brings it home for me. And he says, pretty much, he said, God says, listen, I know you really want all the produce of your reaping of your field, and I really could support these people without you. But I want to give you a blessing. So I'm going to make you forget so I can give you a blessing that these people will have it and you'll be blessed. That's an amazing idea. I was once walking with a friend of mine, may he rest in peace, Henry Camiona. What a great guy. And Henry was very financially successful. He was successful in the realm of family and community. And he found a $20 bill on the street. And he was like, Moshe, this is so great. And then the next block, there was a man with no legs sitting on a blanket with a cup, begging for money. And I said, Henry, look at it. Look, Hashem gave you that $20. You can take care of this guy. And he's looking at me like, what are you talking about? I found a $20 bill. It's like, Henry, look how Hashem set this up a block later. And sure enough, Henry would kibitz with me. He would joke with me, but he gave the guy the $1. He gave the guy the $20. He says, all 20? I go, Henry, all 20. Think about it. This morning, as I'm getting ready to go to shul, and I put on my freshly laundered pants, I find a fresh, crisp, clean $20 bill folded up in my pocket. I said, cool, great. Put it in my wallet. I said, I could use the cash. I get to shul, and my talis and tefillin are on, and a friend of mine taps me on the shoulder, and he says, do you have a 20 I could borrow? There's some guy collecting it, and I don't have any money in my wallet. I said, sure. And it made me realize that 20 that I thought I was going to have in my pocket to maybe buy groceries and do other things, Hashem gave me this opportunity. The $20 that I forgot in my pants pocket, God gave me that opportunity to do a mitzvah with it and help my friend do a mitzvah. And then, of course, one mitzvah brings another. There was another fellow in shul, and we gave him some money. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu finds ways to bless us. And even though we don't always realize it, Hashem loves us tremendously, shows his love in many, many different ways. Anyway, I hope you like what you hear. There's more to say. But meanwhile, if you like it, please pass it on. Please consider subscribing. Shabbat Shalom.